One of the questions we get asked is why not just use a generic AI note taker rather than a recruiting specific AI note taker? And the answer is really simple, and it really just comes down to two characteristics. Firstly, the relevance and the quality of the notes, and secondly, workflow integration. So let's take that first one, relevance and quality of the notes. Because Metaview is built around the idea that this is a hiring conversation, that you're looking to understand the role, understand the candidate, and how they match up against the requirements of the role, that gives us all sorts of advantages in how we package and understand the conversation. The actual semantic understanding that our AI has is fine-tuned for the recruiting use case, which means that the notes that you get at the end of your call are actually as you want them, as opposed to summarizing what the interviewer said or how the interviewer dealt with certain situations. It's really focusing on extracting the data we retrieved about the candidate that you're going to use to make your decision, which ends up saving you a ton of time and actually means you don't have to worry about taking the notes yourself, which means you end up having a better conversation. So that's point number one. The relevance and the quality of the notes are just next level when you're really fine-tuned around this particular process of hiring people. The second part is workflow integration. The fact is, Metaview understands, which hiring manager you're working with in a role, which other tools in your stack you're leveraging to close this role, how far into the recruitment process you are, and therefore what you're likely to want to do next after this interview. And we use this context to really augment you in your next steps. These conversations, they don't live on an island. All you want out of the conversation is not a summary. You also want to do something next. And Metaview understands that context in a way that a generic AI will never be able to grok.